With Sun and Moon on the horizon, it's the perfect time to speculate about more Pokemon, and more unique type combos. Ignoring the normal hybrids, there are 30 dual types that haven't been used yet, so myself along with Eryizo and Axellian have put together a 3-part master list. Be sure to check out the other 2 videos on their channels, but you can watch them in any order you see fit. Number 1. Electric Dark. Lights on or lights off? This oxymoronic typing is a little confusing at first, and there's not much overlap in its resistances. It would make for a really awesome design, combining neon electric patterns with a dark backdrop. What if it was a non-water type found in the sea, like Inkay? That would be one freaky anglerfish. Number 2. Fighting Fairy.
Fighting and Fairy is a pretty decent type combination in general, resisting things like Bug, Dark, Fighting, and Rock while being immune to Dragon, and only having weaknesses for the most part that aren't too common. And I really think there's something great in this typing. What I would really like to see for this Pokemon is to be a Mega Evolution for Granbull. It'd be cool and it might bring this Pokemon back into higher tiers. Something that I can't even express how excited it would make me.
Number 3. Bug Ice.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you here. This typing isn't the best. In fact, it actually kinda sucks, but variety is the word of the day. Now this typing, if it does happen, would gain a lot of weaknesses and not really gain any resistances, because let's be honest, Ice kinda sucks. I mean seriously Game Freak, 1 resistance? In terms of stats, this Pokemon would really have mediocre all-around stats, with the exception of maybe its physical attack. This design made by Nelliora is a design that I feel would be best suited for this typing.
Number 4. Electric Psychic. Weird how many yellow psychic Pokemon we've had that aren't this. This time we Frankensteined together what could be a special sweeper, but with many weaknesses to Bug, Dark, Ghost, and Ground. Psychic types are all about utilizing the mind. That combined with technology, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, Pokemon the first movie. Mewtwo's armor enhances psychic powers, but what if it added the electric typing? Now you're playing with power. Number 5. Bug Dark.
Bug and Dark is a fair type combination. I'm not really sure how else to explain it. It'd be able to have a really cool antlion design, and it would be strong and weak to 5 different types. Quite simply, this Pokemon would just be generally balanced, and it's probably something that we might even see in the next generation. Hopefully with access to things like Sucker Punch, U-Turn, and some really other great utility moves.
Number 6. Fire Fairy.
Fire and Fairy would be a great type combination for coverage. Seeing that it has 7 resistances and an immunity to Dragon, this typing would be a headache to deal with. The only weaknesses it has are to Ground, Poison, Rock, and Water. An obvious choice to get this typing is a Mega Rapidash becoming a Pegasus, even though currently it has no Fairy type moves. But since new moves are added to Pokemon in every generation, it's not out there to say that Rapidash would get some Fairy moves in the future. Stat-wise, this Pokemon would most likely get a boost in physical attack, speed, and special defense. Unfortunately, this Pokemon would not be able to defend itself against ground types because of its weak physical defense.
Number 7. Poison Rock. First thought, poisonous stones. But Cinnabar and Asbestos aren't that interesting. Second thought, fossil Pokemon are traditionally dual rock types. If only there was a dinosaur known for spitting venomous acid. Yeah, that one, the Dilophosaurus. While Jurassic Park fictionalized the poison spitting, Pokemon has no such rules to follow, besides looking out for ground attacks. Number 8. Fighting Ground.
The ideal fighting ground type to me would have to be something with a rabbit-like design. It'd most likely be something more bulky like Conkeldurr, and type-wise it would resist things like Bug, Rock, Dark, and Poison while being immune to Electric. The big downfall for this type would be all of its weaknesses to common types like Fairy, Flying, Grass, Ice, Psychic, and Water. This is an awful competitive type, but I think with the ability Huge Power and possibly a Mega Evolution for Diggersby, this might be a really fun Pokemon to use.
Number 9. Grass Fire.
Something I'd really like to see from Game Freak is a Grass Fire Pokemon. Although Grass has a lot of weaknesses, having the added Fire typing would take out over half of them. And the same thing would apply for the other way around. The only weaknesses this typing would have are to Rock, Poison, and Flying. Considering most Grass and Fire Pokemon are special attackers, there's no question that this Pokemon would be one as well. In terms of design, my friend Ovi gave me a great idea for a pepper-based Pokemon. This design made by Josh KH92 is a pretty accurate representation of what a potential pepper-based Pokemon could look like.
Number 10. Poison Steel. At first glance I think Mega Muck in a drum, but there's a better way. Just add blades to any existing poison type and they get instantly cooler. Mega Nidoking, Mega Drapion, Mega Seviper. Maybe not Mega Muck, but be an awesome design that could distract from the 4 times weakness to ground. Thanks a lot to Eryizo and Axel for helping me with this list. Make sure you see the other 2 parts on their channels. Leave a like if you're enjoying the list, and subscribe for weekly Pokemon content. I've been the Algamist. Gotta catch you later.